24 Pokemon cards that prevent Pokemon EX attacks. You put out your very best Pokemon EX as your starting card, only to come head to head with a Pokemon that prevents Pokemon EX attacks. What a drag! Options include using a switch type card or ability to put your opponent's active Pokemon on the bench. But what if your opponent doesn't have any bench Pokemon to switch with? Perhaps pull out a Hypnotoxic Laser card and poison the EX resistant Pokemon. But the opposing Pokemon could heal, and poisoning takes so long before the card KOs. Or better yet, why not incorporate into your deck some of these 24 Pokemon cards that prevent Pokemon EX attacks? We've literally scoured over 1,000 cards to put this list together for you. But be sure to add any cards we've missed in the comments below. For reference, this video includes cards up to the Pokemon XY Breakthrough series. Note, not all of these cards can be used in a standard deck. Pokemon cards that prevent EX attacks numbers 1 to 3. Pokemon using the Safeguard ability such as Sigilyph, Suicune, and Banette. Whereas Sigilyph, Dragon's Exalted, and Suicune, Plasma Blast, are very popular choices as EX resistant Pokemon, Banette, EX Crystal Guardians, should not be overlooked. True, its Night Murmur's attack only does 30 damage and uses 2 energies, but pair it with the Muscle Band or similar trainer card, Hypnotoxic Laser, and Virbank City Gym Stadium card, and it can potentially KO low HP X's in 2 turns. Numbers 4 to 11. Baby Pokemon. Sometimes you need to stall until you can power up your own bench Pokemon EX with energy. That's where baby Pokemon come in. Cards like Klefki, Electri-Defuse, Igglybuff, Magby, Mime Jr., Pichu, Smoochum, and Tyrogue all use the Pokebody or ability called Sweet Sleeping Face. As long as one of these baby Pokemon are asleep, all damage done to each by attacks is prevented. Oh, and each baby Pokemon has an awesome 0 energy attack that puts the baby Pokemon to sleep. But the 0 energy attack also provides benefits like discarding and drawing 6 additional cards, Klefki, burning the opposing Pokemon, Magby, or putting the top card of your opponent's deck in the Lost Zone, out of reach for play, Mime Jr. Note, many but not all of these baby Pokemon originate from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver set. Elekid and Magby can be found in the older HS Triumphant packs, and Mime Jr. can be found in Call of Legends. Number 12, Regice. Regice is a popular and powerful water type that can be resistant to Pokemon EX attacks with its Resistance Blizzard attack. Although 3 energies, it's easy to power up if you make use of double colorless special energy, and when paired with a Muscle Band, it will do 90 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX, and usually KO in 2 moves. Look for this Regice in Pokemon EX Ancient Origins packs. Number 13, Team Plasma-Jolteon. Team Plasma cards are great fun, and Team Plasma-Jolteon's Electri-Defuse attack for 2 energies prevents an EX attack each time it is used. If you run Eevee in your deck, then this electric type is a must-have to stave off EX attacks. Get a Team Plasma-Jolteon in an older Plasma-Freeze pack. Number 14, Pyroar. Pyroar's intimidating main ability is a pain in the neck to EXs, which aren't able to attack this fire type. Ever a popular choice, it works well if you're lacking energy and need to stall as you power up. Find this Pyroar in a Pokemon XY Flash Fire pack. Number 15, Beautifly. Although Beautifly from Pokemon XY Roaring Skies is a Stage 2 grass type, its miraculous scales ability prevents all damage done to that Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon EX. Granted, you have to first evolve Beautifly from Wurmple and Silcoon as you stave off attacks, but after that you have an EX resistant Pokemon. Number 16, Hippowdon. Hippowdon is a ground type Pokemon that evolves from Hippopotas. For 3 energies it offers Resistance Desert, which prevents all effects of EX attacks. Look for this Hippowdon in Pokemon XY Primal packs. Number 17, Dark-type Greninja is an XY Black Star promo, which uses its Mist Concealment ability to prevent EX attacks. Of course, first you need to evolve Dark-type Greninja from Water types Froakie and Frogadier in order to use it. But then, it's well worth a leap across the lily pad. Number 18, Jirachi. The Roaring Skies Jirachi is one of 6 Metal-type Pokemon that appear on this Pokemon EX resistance list, which greatly outnumbers any other type. Its 2 energy Doom Desire attack is very powerful to EXs or most other cards, as it knocks out the opponent's active Pokemon at the end of the opponent's next turn. All energies must be discarded by your Jirachi. Although Jirachi technically is not resistant to EX attacks as it can be knocked out, it still KOs any EX or Mega, even after it's KO'd itself. Now that's a powerful card. Number 19, Aegislash. This Metal-type Pokemon prevents EX attacks. Pokemon XY Aegislash uses the King's Shield attack to prevent EX attacks, but it unfortunately can't use the same attack on the next turn. Keep a second Aegislash handy on your bench and use its stance change ability to swap Aegislashes, and in this manner, you can use King's Shield infinitely. Note, you have to evolve Aegislash from Honedge and Doublade before you can use the King's Shield attack. Numbers 20 to 22, Cobalion, Scizor, and Team Plasma Klinklang. Metal types Cobalion, Noble Victories, Scizor, Boundaries Crossed, and Team Plasma Klinklang, Plasma Storm, all have attacks or abilities that prevent any Pokemon EX damage. Cobalion uses Iron Breaker for 3 energies, Scizor, Steel Slash for 2, and Team Plasma Klinklang has the ability Plasma Steel for 0 energies, of course. Now, that's heavy metal. For numbers 23 to 24, we wanted to include Pokemon EXs and Megas that prevent EX attacks. Dialga EX and Mega Diancie EX fit perfectly on this list. Metal-type Dialga is an easy-to-use EX that for 3 any-type energies can prevent EX attacks on your opponent's next turn with its Chrono Wind attack. This EX card can be found in Pokemon XY Phantom Forces. Not wanting to be left out of the action, Fairy-type Mega Diancie EX from Pokemon XY Roaring Skies prevents EX attacks with its sparkling Diamond Force attack for 3 energies. Thanks for watching our 24 Pokemon cards that prevent EX attacks video. If you have any EX resistant Pokemon or cards to add, or if you wish to submit a revision to this list, please leave it in the comments below. Goodbye, and be ready for your opponent's next Pokemon EX attack.